there, I'm Teresa Dufour with your CT Style Express. News 8 has partnered with the Goff Law Group to bring you the law down. So we're answering your questions about workers' compensation and pretty much the law in general. Founding partner Brooke Goff joins us from her office in West Hartford. Hello, Attorney Goff. Nice to see you.
Hi, good morning. Nice to see you as well.
All right, so today we're focusing on dog bites. Kind of a scary thing. You never really anticipate that. But what are some of the first steps you should do if you are bitten by a dog?
It's more of how you can prevent from being bitten by a dog, right? So unfortunately, it's out of our control a lot of times when it happens. Very few times the story is, oh, I went up to pet the dog or shake its jowls and it bit me. Most of the time, unfortunately, with dog bites, it's little kids or it's adults that are like working, like delivery people that get bit all the time. Yes, it is a true thing. The postmen get bit by dogs. It is. I'm serious. Maybe not on the buttocks, but they get bit by dogs, like the commercials show. It's true. UPS, Amazon now. I mean, the cartoons they would have made now if the cartoons they used to make were still around. But so here's the deal. Protect yourself. How do you do it? Well, firstly, this doesn't go for the postmen and the Amazon drivers because you can only do so much. If a dog comes and jumps a fence, you can't do anything. But your kids, right? So I just actually spoke to an editor with the New York Times, and we were talking about this exact topic, little kids and how it affects them. To help a child not get bit by a dog, you have to watch your child. Make decisions based on what's safe for your child. So if your child is a kindergartner, wants to go play with her friend or his friend, and they have a dog, ask the questions to the parents. Is the dog supervised? Is the dog allowed in the same area? I personally, seeing what I've seen, I would only allow my child to go play in a house where I've met the dog and I can see what kind of nature the dog has. But the thing is, we're not animals, so to speak. We're not dogs. So we don't know what that dog's been through. The dog can't communicate with us. So for all you know, a male, 6'1", blonde hair, blue eyes, wearing a black jacket, beat the dog before it ended up in the rescue pound, right? So you could have the nicest friend. Guess what? He's 6'1". He's got blonde hair, he wears a black jacket, and the dog might just go after him because it's got an aversion to this. So my point is, you can't really read an animal. When people say, oh, my dog, the worst thing you can say is, oh, my dog loves everybody, he's friendly, he would never bite anybody. Wrong. You don't know. I have a dog that's in the office. She's actually been on a couple of these, right? Daisy. And I don't let her go near people, and she's never bit anybody. Like, this dog is like the biggest lump you've ever seen. But she came from a rescue. I don't know what she went through that first 8 to 12 weeks, who she went around. So don't take chances. Do slow introductions, use a muzzle when you're introduced, et cetera, et cetera. Do not go visit friends. This is the case I always deal with, that have a dog and allow your kid to go toddle into the other room near the dog. Dogs bite kids' faces, guys, okay? They bite kids on the face because that's the thing closest to it. Adults get bit on the leg. Why? Because that is where the dog comes up to usually.
Right.
If you get bit by a dog, take pictures of the bite. That's key. Report it to the homeowner. You got to tell animal control. You got to call. I mean, okay, you don't want to involve the police. Fine. You got to call animal control because there needs to be a record made. People get concerned. They say, oh, I don't want to call animal control. They're going to put the dog down. Look, we're in Connecticut. That just, I had a case where a woman that was the 6th bite from the dog and the dog was put back in quarantine. Like, we're very liberal with that here. I would not worry that the dog is going to be put down if you report this. It's not a concern I would have. The bigger concern is you need to make a record because you would never forgive yourself, and this is the truth. If you got bit by a dog, chose, oh, okay, I don't want to report it, then some other little kid got bit by a dog because you didn't report it and they didn't put the proper guidelines in place. They require the dogs usually quarantine. Then they require the dogs to wear a muzzle for a period of time. Like I said, take pictures, get medical attention. Dog bites are very dangerous. They can become infected at the drop of a hat. Then you have a big problem.
Got it. So why is it beneficial to work with an attorney?
Dog bites are strict liability in Connecticut, meaning I don't have to prove negligence. I only have to prove damages. Typical car accident, I have to prove the person caused the accident, then I have to prove they were injured as a result. I don't have to prove, unless there's a defense like provocation or something, which doesn't come up often. I don't have to prove that the dog bit the person. I just have to prove that the person was damaged as a result of the dog bite. Makes sense? So I don't have to prove negligence. Okay, that's the key piece here. So you usually have to prove negligence in the case. I have to prove that the person was negligent and that their dog bit the person. Okay, that's a big piece here. In this type of a case, I only have to prove damages. So an attorney knows that, insurance companies know that, insurance companies prefer to deal with you directly because they can give you $1,500 on a case that's probably worth 30 grand. So, attorney's fee pays for itself. It's fully contingent. I obviously always recommend people consult with a lawyer before they decide to go on themselves.
Very good. Attorney Goff, thank you so much. Learn more
Thank you.
at
Thanks, Lisa.
thegofflawgroup.net. And you're always doing fun stuff on social media. Any new recipes?
March 1st, actually, we're coming out. So, yeah, I'm going to make it. I get this big request for scones again. And I just learned a really awesome apple turnover recipe with like a really good phyllo. So we'll be doing some of those. We'll have fun with it.
Stay tuned for the details. All right, Attorney Goff, we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks.
All right, that's your CT Style Express. We'll see you back here tomorrow.